to Path to Pleasure. My name is Tonja.
I'm Blaize.
So, first of all, if you're not sure what this is all about, we're going to be talking about how we found our careers in the adult industry and eventually interview people who are also in the adult industry. And that can be anything from a salesperson, models, etc. So today, let's start off by talking about making a plan when we get together, because we have so much fun hanging out.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you guys, like, we have so much fun just giggling and, doing this show that by the time we're done, we're scrambling in the kitchen, just like scavengers, like looking for something to eat. So
yeah.
Let's make
And Tonja likes to cook.
I like to cook.
So we're going to come up with a plan that way, because we film 3 days a week. And that way she can cook us something that we all agree on. And I'm very excited about this because I do not cook, but I love to eat.
Me too.
So, but what are your favorite things to cook? Like, what are you wanting to make for us? Because we do have a small production team that we feed as well.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I made you guys chicken curry last time.
Oh, and it was so good.
It
was my first time having chicken curry because I haven't tried a lot of different foods.
Good. And you liked it.
It was so good the next day. So I'm not a huge leftover person, but that we were trying to stretch it out and put it with the rice and make it last a little bit longer, but there wasn't enough. And then we just took like some chicken pieces that were left over from something else and threw it in there. So by the time we were done the sauce, it was so thinned out. We couldn't even really tell what it was again.
That's awesome. I'll have to make you your own pot next time.
It was good. It was good.
And then I think,
I'm sorry, I am so itchy. I have mosquito bites everywhere.
She gardens,
and I'm just riddled with bites. Okay, I'm so sorry. This is awkward. Maybe we should have edited this out.
Okay, we can cut it out. Okay,
sorry about that. Now, what were we talking about?
So, how do you feel about pasta salads?
Oh, I like pasta salads
with onions and bell peppers, and
I like that.
Maybe some turkey, feta cheese.
I'm in. That sounds delicious.
Good. Okay, good.
Okay, so that's one.
A big salad, a big huge salad.
Are we just gonna eat salads every day though? I just have to ask. Like,
the salad goes with the meal. I'm getting there.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the whole meal. Like,
oh no.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Big huge salad with like boiled eggs and a bunch of veggies, and then we can make we make with it meatloaf.
Oh, I love
I make a really good meatloaf.
What is it? Miranda Lambert's meatloaf. Have you ever made that?
No, I make my own.
It's so freaking good.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it? Like, what makes it different?
I don't know. Probably because she has a lot of sugar.
Probably.
It actually has too much sugar in it, even for me. So I even reduce the sugar a little bit, but it's so
I love sugar too, but I think in meatloaf, the only sugar you should have is in the glaze that goes on top.
Ooh, that's good too.
Yeah.
But I usually just put ketchup on it, like Midwestern girl.
No, but what you're missing is it's ketchup, a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of sugar, and a little bit of mustard.
I remember my mama used to make a glaze like that would go over the top, but I would always put ketchup on it.
There is not a damn thing wrong with ketchup though.
Unless you put it on steak.
All right, when I was a kid, my parents couldn't get me to eat anything, so if I had
you put ketchup on it.
Oh, I had ketchup on every meat pretty much except for chicken. Chicken was honey. I had to have honey.
I agree with
on
that.
My chicken. And evidently I used to I must have been around 5. I would go knock on my neighbors' doors, like an elderly woman that lived next door to me. Thank God everybody was nice and, not predators, because I would go ask for food. So I remember her feeding me a jar of sweet pickles and potato soup. She made me potato soup.
Oh,
yeah. As an adult, I'm like, hell, I probably wiped that woman out of groceries. And it's not like I didn't eat at home.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like
you just like to go visit her.
Oh, she was so sweet. And then the neighbors on the other side of us gave me my first dessert of peaches and cream, like fresh peaches and cream. So good.
I don't think I've ever had real peaches and cream. I've had like peaches and cream cobbler.
Oh, I love it too. So good.
Any kind of cobbler.
Yeah. I think what else? Oh, and then I had another friend. She was a newer friend, and she lived like probably about a block away. And her mother invited me over for dinner. And, you know, I'm still like this little kid, but I was not afraid to ask people for food. I don't know what was wrong with me. But also there was a bakery.
You were hungry.
Well, there was a bakery not far from us. So outside playing, like you smell this like food cooking. And so I was hungry all the time.
All
I'm like,
the time.
does anybody have snacks? So this family invited me over for dinner. And the mother made like, she didn't just make Chinese food. She made something from like a box and I didn't like it. So I pretty much told her it was horrible.
Oops.
And wouldn't eat it. I know.
She probably didn't want to cook for you anymore.
Probably not. I probably didn't go there to eat anymore.
Well, that's true too. Probably like, no thanks.
Solve that problem.
So you said a pasta salad and then with all of the good veggies. And then what goes with a pasta salad in?
Oh, the pasta salad has everything. So with the pasta salad, it will have like meat and veggies and the feta cheese. So that'd probably be something to get us started before we do everything and then have a meal after.
Oh, so we're talking 2 courses here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm in for this. I'm in for this. And for the second course, what are we having?
Second course, if we have pasta salad. Oh, I could make some baked chicken. Like make a baked chicken and I got this glaze in Fredericksburg, Texas, which I'll tell you more about that in a little bit, about my birthday weekend there.
Yes.
Yeah. So they have like this peach bourbon glaze and all kinds of like chipotle, blueberry, like barbecue.
Ooh.
Yeah. So,
I like weird flavors. They tease me all the time because I do like weird flavors, but they never taste good. So whenever I hear something and it's good, it's like, oh, if you're telling me that it's good and it has these different things, it's like, I'm in.
Oh, yeah. It's so good. It's so good.
Okay, so we'll have that. And then what do you have with that?
Quinoa, because right now I'm trying to lose just a little bit of weight. I like to eat, so I'll make you also a chicken cobbler at some point. So chicken cobbler was a huge hit. For me, the chicken cobbler wasn't quite as flavorful as I would like, but, you know, it wasn't horrible. I'll make you a chicken cobbler. So the chicken cobbler.
So what is in a chicken cobbler?
It's
because
literally
that sounds
like shredded chicken. And I'll cheat and I don't usually cheat. I always like make everything from scratch, but I'll cheat with that and buy a rotisserie chicken, shred it, and then put some veggies, like veggies of your choice in it, and then add some like chicken stock, and then pour like a biscuit batter over it, which makes it the cobbler. Yeah.
Somebody told me about Marie Callender pot pies. So I bought one the other day. Maybe it was you that was telling me about it. And I thought, that sounds delicious. So my mommy used to make the best pot pies, like when she would put biscuits on them.
Oh. Wow.
So your combination sounds delicious. So I'm down for that.
Okay.
And then what's for our second night?
Italian mac and cheese.
What's Italian mac and cheese?
Yeah, I've been wanting to make Italian mac and cheese for you because that's also a huge hit. So I think I told you before, like I'll go to my parents' house and I cook for them.
Yes.
My dad works all the time. Mom's handicapped. So I go and I'll make days worth of food. So I made Italian mac and cheese. Well, I was looking it up on TikTok because I like to know like, hey, what are other people doing? What else can I add to this to, spice it up? Well, turns out I've got the spicy recipe.
I believe this.
So I substitute beef with turkey. And so I do like either an Italian turkey sausage or I just do turkey meat and I season the meat myself with some Italian seasoning and garlic. And then lots of garlic cloves. And you make it like you're going to make a spaghetti. And so you saute a red bell pepper and onions and garlic and you mix in the sauce, and you already have your meat prepared on the side. You mix it all together, and then you boil your pasta just a little. It's like a little less than al dente because you want it to cook further in the
Yeah.
oven because you mix it all together. And so I used to make it where it was like I would make the pasta like that and then I would add cheese on top. But now I pour out like the pasta mix with all the sauce and the meat in it, and I put a layer of cheese, and then I put the rest of it, and then I put more cheese.
Oh.
I'm not a huge cheese fan, but everybody else is.
Yes. I'm a huge cheese fan.
Hey, don't get me wrong, I like cheese, but I'm more like, give me some white cheese and a cracker, please.
Oh, no, not me. I love cheese on everything. That sounds delicious. Okay, so I'm in for that. So there we've got 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then what about, do we have for 3?
What's another favorite? I just keep thinking spaghetti because my mother loves spaghetti.
So I do too.
You love spaghetti?
The spaghetti, what was it? 5-way chili they had at Steak and Shake.
Oh.
Have you ever eaten a Steak and Shake?
I did a long time ago, and I had like the very basic. I like steak fingers. I'm like typical Texas kid.
They have like I forget what it's called. I think it's a chili 5-way, and it's got some kind of chili mac sauce.
Oh,
and you've got the spaghetti, the chili mac sauce, and the meat, and the onions, and then cheese. It's so good.
Oh, that sounds good. We could do that.
Yeah. So I've got that pinned because I love Pinterest. And so
then
I
give them
have
to me.
all of these things under like yummy boards because I kept thinking like, well, maybe I'll want to cook one day. No, I don't. My desire to cook just goes down further and further with each passing day. But I have all these recipes pinned. I probably have 5,000 recipes, and that's just on one board. Yeah, because I would be looking up Pinterest all the time and saving food and thinking, oh, yeah, I'm going to make that. Oh, yeah, sure. That looks so good. I'll make that. No, I'm not.
Never.
No. So, but now that I have you.
Yeah, send them to me. I love new recipes. I love the challenge of, trying to make new foods. The curry I made for you is a Japanese curry, but I can also make an Indian curry dish. So I'll make that for you next time. But there's another thing I was just thinking about. It's something else I make. Like I can actually cook a variety of things, but it's easy to get in a rut.
Oh, yeah.
Fajitas. Oh, I can make fajitas, and I can also make you some hellacious white girl tacos.
What are white girl tacos?
You ground the beef.
I was just going to say, like, whenever you said about fajitas, and I was like, man, I'm more of a taco girl, but I love me some tacos. Yes, ground beef. I like hard and soft shell, sour cream, guacamole.
Yes. I make good guacamole too, fresh.
A friend of mine made some kind of pork wrap with feta cheese. Ooh. He had you were talking about smoked meat yesterday.
Yeah,
and it was a peach mango salsa that you get at HEB. Oh my gosh. And he put that on this tortilla and it was so freaking good. Yeah, I'm down. Amazing. Oh, I'm so hungry. We're hungry because we can smell what they're cooking in the other room for us. I'm very excited about it. Ooh, yeah. Taco Bell.
Taco Bell is so good.
Yes, our mutual love for Taco Bell.
I mean, I worked there in high school, and it was because it was walking distance. So my dad was like, please get a job close to home. Please get a job that, we can easily come by there, come see you. Or if you need to, you can walk home. So literally it was like right across like a really busy street. And then we lived like right around the corner.
Oh, wow.
And it was kind of a quiet restaurant. It wasn't that busy. So pretty much it was a playground for us kids. And
the way that it's supposed to be when you're 16 and getting a job, and it's supposed to be easy and
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the manager we worked with, primarily the evening manager, thought that my sister and I were too skinny. So he was always trying to feed us.
Oh.
Yay. Victor's like, go eat, go eat. Okay.
How long did you work there?
I think about 2 years. 2 years. Then I moved on to Office Depot. Time to get serious.
Ooh.
Get an office job at Office Depot, which was fun too.
I worked at McDonald's for my first job, and I really enjoyed it, but I wasn't very good. Like the hangout, because it was the next town over, because our town didn't have anything like that, but it was the hangout, and so I would know that all of the cool people were hanging out over there past our dumpster, and here I was so I would call in often. Like and my manager, I never got fired, like, yeah, and they always know that I would out there because that I was out there because I would go and get something to eat, like, hey guys, because my friends too were working at McDonald's, but it was more fun to be out there with my friends and could come visit instead of yeah, so
that's cute.
I didn't have the best work ethic years ago.
I worked out all the time, but then again,
you did.
It was fun, you know.
Well, yeah, mine was fun, just responsibilities got in the way. You're more driven. Yeah. I at that time anyway, I guess I'm more driven now, but and so then go ahead.
I was just thinking, like, I'm old enough that minimum wage and like what I was making, I was hired at, I think it was about $3.10 an hour.
Man.
And then shortly got a raise to $3.25, making big money.
I'm 45 and I got a job whenever I was 16, very briefly, the McDonald's one, and I couldn't even, I think it was like $5.75.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. And I grew up in the Midwest. So, but maybe it wasn't even that, but I think it was maybe around 5 something.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. I had to go work for a doctor to make that much.
That's wild.
So back to the peach bourbon.
Ooh, yes. Let's get back to this.
Okay. So that reminded me, for my birthday a couple of years ago, I went with some friends to Fredericksburg, Texas. Gorgeous. Like, it is so beautiful there.
I love it there.
It's wine country here in Texas. So Fredericksburg is just like a strip of shops and, you know, little wineries on the shop. And then you can go to wineries locally. My friends are troopers, and I just wanted to walk and hang out and have fun and do some wine tasting. And, you know, I've been single for a while because I just work all the time. And so it was, you know, the guy that works with me and his wife, and they're so much fun, and they had time and they made time for me. And so we spent, I think, like 3 or 4 days there. And so one night, first night, he got drunk, and he doesn't hardly drink. I
would love to see him drunk.
Oh my God, right? Because he's already fun, but you know, you never see him
drunk, and we have to have music on.
Yes. Yes. He dances.
Yes, I know he will, and he will not disappoint.
Yes. Exactly. And she's fun too. So her name is Viv.
I haven't got to meet her yet.
I know. You will soon.
One day.
Her alter ego is Beverly. So when she drinks, then we're like, Beverly.
Beverly.
And she's so much fun. And so here we are, walking up and down the strip and having a good time. And so it was like, I think it was my birthday, my turn to get drunk. And so
my birthday, my turn. Okay.
And you don't set out, like, you don't go out, or I don't go out thinking like, oh yes, tonight's the night, I'm gonna get fucking smashed.
I do. Well, like, I have to plan for it. If I'm gonna drink, I have to plan.
Well, I would like to plan, but I know that
it just happened, huh?
Yeah. So like, you have wineries and you have tastings, and we're having a good time. And then we all decided that we always want to go on a ghost tour. We did the ghost tour. And so we're walking along, and we're still like stopping for winery and for wine tastings at wineries. And well, I was really drunk, and I didn't realize I was drunk. And normally people don't know I'm drunk because I totally look lucid. I totally look like I'm wide awake and having a good time.
I've experienced this. I had no idea that she was just drunk one day. We were filming the podcast actually, and I was like, "Oh, well, that's cool." I had no idea.
I was nervous.
Perfect. Oh, I get it. Been there, done that.
Well, so we're out, and nobody realizes I'm drunk, but I'm fucking annoying. Like, I realize I'm being annoying.
How so?
But I can't stop. Because we're walking along, and this poor guy's trying to give the tour, and I'm like in the back giving commentary.
Oh no, you're one of those.
I sure was.
Heckler, you're a heckler.
I was having a damn good time. We were going to be best friends. He just didn't care to.
He didn't know it.
He didn't want to be. He was done with me.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That surprises me because of the way that your personality and the way that you look. I would think that he would happily accept that heckling.
He held it together and he was really nice about it. But, oh, I know I was annoying. And so I had commentary for everything. And then I'd calm down and we'd walk around. So, like, it was kind of light out. So when we got started, then it was dark. And so one of the places we went was like this gel. And so I made new friends.
This gel? One of the places you went was a gel?
It was a historic jailhouse.
Oh,
sorry.
Jail. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Jail. I'm the worst Texan. You can't even tell I was born here. I'm like, the jail. It's a long A.
That was so great. The gel.
Sorry.
No.
The jailhouse.
As you were.
So we're at the jailhouse, and it was like these two young girls. Like, I don't even know what I was talking to them about, but I wouldn't stop talking to them. And it must have been annoying because they're trying to hear the stories. And
you're still talking away.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, I want to go in there. I wonder what it looks like. Can you see in there? Let's go see if we can look through the windows.
Man, I would have been upset too. I'd have been like, man, I came for this tour, ma'am.
I was giving them a tour. I'm like, come on. Probably trying to get them arrested. Yeah. Don't follow me if I'm drunk.
Oh, man.
We're going to do something illegal. So that was great. And then, like, we're going along the tour, and I've calmed down a little. And then there is this hospital, historic hospital. It's no longer a hospital, and it's now a hotel. And it's really cute. It's along the main strip.
Man, you know that's haunted for sure. Oh, this is your haunted tour, so of course it is. Oh, okay, yeah.
So I'm smash drunk. It's my birthday weekend. We walk up. He's telling us how haunted it is and all these stories. And, like, as dramatic as I could possibly be, I looked at my friends and I said, oh, I think I'm going to pass out. I think I'm possessed.
Oh, man.
So the spirit got me. And I had to go sit on a bench because
spirit got you, huh?
Got me. I must have been possessed because I was about to pass out. They're like, you probably need water. You're probably just drunk.
Did you really feel did you really feel like you were going to pass out?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, I thought you were just being funny. Like,
oh, no.
You really did think. It probably was. See, karma. Because you were heckling that dude.
Yes.
See, it's a thing.
Heckle, have fun, potato.
Definitions.
I mean, if he wasn't having fun, he should have said so. So, yeah, that was great. That was so much fun. And it's like my friend, call her Beverly, because she was drinking a lot at that point. So she's totally calm and passive, She's going to just like let it roll. No problem. But then, her husband, my friend, he's like, hey, we're fine. Let's go. I'm like, okay.
Well, why were you heckling? You just felt like being chatty, or you didn't like it, or you weren't having a good time?
I was having a good time. I wasn't heckling in a bad way.
Okay.
I wasn't heckling.
They just
I was speaking with him.
He was just not keeping your attention.
I was speaking with him nobody was keeping my attention. I was blackout drunk.
Dang. Like a lady.
Oh,
lady.
Yeah. I was a lady. I was still a lady. I was just annoying as hell and contributing to his commentary. I was like, hey.
Oh, like adding to it.
Yeah. It wasn't so much heckling him. I was trying to help him
along with his job that he does every day.
I was helping him. He needed it.
Well, it's ungrateful. That's the way that I see it.
Right?
No, I get it. So I went out to eat one time with a friend of mine, and the waiter was not paying any attention to her, and she wanted, usually like we're MILFs, right? And this waiter was not paying any attention to her whatsoever. And he was a young kid, and she's a dom, and she wanted his attention. She was not happy about it. And this waiter was like, look, like, man, he was not ready to play. He was busy and like, oh, so he probably felt the same way.
Oh, totally. And I got that vibe. I knew, but
Yeah.
when you're
drunk, when you've been drinking, I get it. Alcohol always a factor.
Oh.
So would you go back there?
Oh, as often as possible. Everybody's so nice.
Would you go on the tour again?
Hell yeah. I'll try to keep my mouth shut the next time.
You said you got little glazes. I know whenever I go into little shops like that, like I love little shops like that have things that are new and different and interesting, and mom and pop shops, and they have the little dip mixes. Those dip mixes are my favorite.
It's a little German town, so not only do they have the glazes, but they also have like all the mustards, like the German like stone mustards, and they have dill mustard and jalapeno mustard. And
so what do you eat with mustard? Like, I mean, I've had it on charcuterie board, but for the most part, like,
brats and sandwiches and chicken. Like, back to cooking, there's a chicken recipe where you take a chicken breast, you put it in aluminum foil, and you drizzle some olive oil on it, and you put like that mustard would be perfect on it, and then you put a leek and some dill. Dill.
And you said a leek. I don't even know what a leek tastes like.
Kind of like an onion, like a really large fat onion, like green onion.
I want to grow some of those.
Yeah, and then you wrap it up and you bake it. And anyway, it's amazing. Another low fat, delicious meal. But anyway, so yeah, they had some great shops down there. Then I have one more drunken story from that trip.
Ooh, do tell.
So on the way home, yeah. So
and you said this was 5 days?
Yeah, I think it was about 4 days. So the last day, like me and my friend Beverly, because she was still drunk. So
still drunk.
Still her alter ego.
That's amazing.
So like the wineries were off of the strip, and we really just wanted to do the most like relaxing walk and tour, and have fun, not have to drive anywhere, not have to they have tours, they have buses and stuff. We legit just wanted to like hang out, and walking's always good. You need exercise.
Yeah.
So we stopped at Messina Hof, which is one of my favorite wineries, and it did not disappoint. And it was my birthday, and she was super gracious. So Beverly upgraded our wine tasting, and her husband drove. He drove us like a gentleman. You girls get drunk and I'll drive.
Yeah.
So she upgraded our wine glasses. So wine glass is probably about, like this size.
How much would you say fits in there, just for the viewers that don't?
6 ounces for normal. And then she upgraded our wine glasses to more like a goblet. It was more like a bowl. So I'm saying at least 12 or more ounces for our sips. So our little tastings. I was good until I look at him and he's not drinking. And I knew he wasn't drinking, but I was drunk at that point.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like it. He wasn't drinking because I felt bad. I was like, oh no, he's bored. We're inconveniencing him. He's not having a good time.
And so then your mind just went.
I was like,
for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, I gotta hurry up and drink these. Let me see how fast I can drink this. That was a lot of wine. So let me see how fast I can drink
12-ounce goblets.
Yes.
Bowls, as you say.
I'm slamming these glasses of wine now, and they all taste so good. So it's not like it's bad either. It's not like you're trying to choke down this horrible tasting vinegar wine. No, it's delicious. So I'm drinking these wines really fast. By the time we're done, I'm so smashed. They come by and they're like, okay, which ones did you like? And she's so sweet. Okay, which ones did you like? I'm like, I like this one, and 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 I like pretty much every one of them. So, she was just going to get a few bottles and she was going to buy them for me. Well, I was drunk out of my mind, and I chose all of them. Then I wanted to walk around and buy stuff around the shop. Like, this sales girl had a great day that day.
I bet she did.
And then, of course, like, I don't really know what's going on, so I'm not paying. So her husband paid, like a gentleman to save face for me.
Oh.
Yeah. So then we're driving home and I'm like, oh, I need to go to the restroom because all that drinking, it's a 2-hour drive home. I was like, oh, I need to go to the restroom. So we stop and we go in the store. And then on the way out, they're back in the car already. And on the way out, I come out and I hold up this bottle of wine and said, look what I found, my favorite wine. And they were just like, what are you doing? We just bought you a whole case of that.
Where did you? You got it at the gas
store.
Oh, I was thinking like a rest area.
Oh no, at the convenience store because it was close enough to the
and you just grabbed another.
I grabbed another bottle because I was just certain that was the one bottle I couldn't find. I'm a gem, let me tell you.
You are.
I gave him his money back, but still, it was like to put them in that position. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Then we go home with pizza, and it was a BLT
gas station pizza.
Yes. We go home with pizza, and
you guys are like gas station pizza connoisseurs.
Oh no, that wasn't gas station pizza. Oh. Sorry, no, it's Jets, which is delicious. That's one we were telling you about the other day.
Oh yeah.
So this is a BLT pizza, and
what?
Yes, BLT pizza with lettuce, tomato, bacon. I come home slinging lettuce around.
I'm gonna need a minute here because that sounds. Is there mayonnaise on this pizza?
Yeah. Drizzled.
What?
Yeah, it's so good. Unbelievable. You might think like, oh, that sounds weird, but
it does, but I still need it.
Oh, it's so good.
Okay, I'm in. When are we going?
Oh, maybe tomorrow. It's so good.
I would go there. Ooh, we could go to, we can say this now because it's not going to be released, but we can go to the at-home store.
Yes.
Tomorrow.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, if you want to do that.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
Because we tried to do live today and it didn't quite pan out. So
I still had fun, but
I did too, but
something was happening with the Wii. It wasn't working correctly.
I'm pretty sure it was the user. Like, it was user error because I just don't think I knew how to do it. Just going back and forth like this. And I thought, and each time I kept dropping the ball instead of going and like shooshing it or whatever. I don't even know what that's called, but anyway.
Serving.
Yeah,
I like shooshing though.
Serving. Yeah, it turns out it's not for me. Okay. All right.
Let's take a break.
Let's do
dinner.
Okay.
Probably needed. I feel like I'm rambling.